Go for it,
Now
buddy.
we're live. Hey, welcome to week 4. Chicago Baseball podcast, video podcast. This week, joined by my partner in crime, the commissioner, Matthew Otto One. Kids for the wins. What's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm sporting my 80 grade baseball shirt here. 80 grade.
My mom got you that for your birthday.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
I thought this is. I thought. Didn't we say this was gonna be like PG-13?
okay. Well, I'll tone it down. I'm sorry.
I like that. Wow, that was it. Was that
Uh,
like off the cuff?
yes, it was. I had to get you back with the earlier comment before we went on live. I shouldn't be talking about what we do off camera.
No.
So,
Uh,
NFL draft was this weekend.
it was. It
Yeah.
was.
Bears. I thought the Bears had a great draft. Love their first two picks: running back, wide receiver. I think they'll be pretty good. I think they're still going to be the contender in the division as long as they stay healthy with their defense. Your Jets. How you feel about the Jets draft picks?
I mean, I think they addressed some issues, and I mean, they didn't have to worry about offense for a while with Bell and not the same old Darnold. That's another T-shirt for a later day. But yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about most of the players they drafted, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's something to build on this year.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to see what Bell does after having a whole year off. So he should be healthy. So
Yeah, he better be healthy.
yeah,
If he comes out in the first week and I don't know, ruptures something or pulls a hammy, I'm gonna be pissed.
that'd be the Jets for you.
It would be it would
That
be a
would be,
jet.
that's for sure. Uh,
That is great. That is great.
all right, so we did our football. That was our little news outside of baseball, fantasy baseball. I know we're kind of a couple weeks behind this, but the whole celebration. I know a lot came up with Tim Anderson a couple weeks ago versus Kansas City with him flipping the bat, throwing the bat, and being retaliated after by being hit by Kansas City in that and celebrations. I feel like it's a good kind of topic. See what your thoughts on. I like it. I like the bat flip. You hit a big homer or something, or walk off. There's plenty of celebrations. So I think it's part of the game. Look at the NFL. You score a touchdown and half the offense or the defense is doing a selfie or whatever. So I think it's fans want to see it, and I don't think anyone feels it being shown up other than maybe the pitcher.
Yeah, I like the bat flip. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I think that it's not um, even across the board. I was reading somewhere, it was on ESPN, I think, and there were a couple of quotes from different guys, and one of them was Big Poppy, and how he goes, I have the same bat flip every time. And when he goes around, he has a little band playing, like a mariachi band, and he does his thing. And it's okay because it's Big Poppy. He's earned that, you can say. But then when, I think it was, I forgot who it was. I don't know the pitcher's name, but Pete Alonso hit a home run. My boy Pete. Um, Hit a home run and slid the bat and it kind of went farther away from the dugout and kind of went towards first base. And he thought it was a gesture that he was trying to hit the first baseman on their team, and it just slid is all it did. And he was barking at him as he was rounding the bases. So I mean, let them do what they're going to do. Let the pitchers do what they're going to do and just move on with it. Some of the bat flips are a little crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but some of the celebratory dances around, going around, are pretty crazy too. Did you see the Reese Hoskins? He had since they've recorded it, the longest baseball home run trot. It was 36 seconds. He trotted 36.8 seconds around it. But I mean, he also got he almost got hit in the head twice.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I love it. It's good for baseball. Baseball needs more, anything they can do to get more fans and more things like that. So I'm okay with it. Just
Yeah, there's celebrations I look at after every game though. Team walks out, high fives, the whole starters, typically the outfielders get together in center field and do their little thing. So it's all about celebration. So I think it's just you kind of pick and choose when they want to feel it's showing the other team up, or if it's too much. Like Edwin, every time he hits a homer, he takes
That
the
fucking
bird out.
parrot. I hate that
Yeah,
thing.
takes
Where do you
that's
get that? I
awesome.
want to take a parrot with me. Do, 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 do. I mean, I can't say I've never hit a home run. I've never hit a home run. And I'm sure I would do some crazy ass shit.
Oh, no
But
doubt, no doubt.
no doubt. I'd
Way to
probably be
go for
walking
the
around the
talk
bases,
about
be like,
PG
I'm going to drink a
13.
beer.
Yeah, talk about PG 13. You be the complete opposite. You be fined after every home run. You
I'd be walking around the
humping
bases
first
like
base.
this.
Yes.
Like this. I wonder, can you show the pitcher your balls when you run around the bases? I mean, could you do that? Can you imagine like when you're on the bases, like showing your balls?
We saw that kind of in major leagues. Got big marbles when
Oh, how bad
Toronto
would
did
you?
that.
You would get hit so hard the next time you're up to bat.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of home runs and celebrations, though, kind of within our our league, just in general, or just fantasy baseball in general, what do you think? You think home runs are up?
Yeah, I think it seems like they're up. I know we kind of mentioned it a couple weeks ago about the juice ball era, and I know it's crazy. Like it's this early in the season, it seems like there's homers all the time, and it seems like a lot of players are having multiple home run games. It seems I don't know. That's what
Ozzy
it looks
Albies
like.
today.
I like Ozzy.
You got two today. Thanks,
Nice,
Max.
nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try to look at it and look back at it like last year, first 4 weeks versus this year for first 4 weeks, but I didn't get a chance to do it. But just looking at it, I mean, like I think there was multiple double-digit home. I think almost like it is crazy. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to look for it now, but I was just looking at it. Everyone's hitting home runs. It's definitely something that's up, and it's probably because of the juice ball. Who knows how long it's gonna last? But it's definitely something that is here to stay. I feel like, and it's something that you know, you just have to adjust for. I think we'll
Yeah,
see it continue for a while, and I don't know.
I think it's I don't know if that's one of the big reasons why starting pitchers have been struggling. If it's the ball, or if the combination of the ball being juiced, or what, or them not doing a lot of pitching in spring training. But I definitely agree that home runs have to be up from last year to this year, and I think it's good. Baseball needs it.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as it's not your fancy pitcher serving them up. Uh,
I was trying to make a trade. It's not
nice.
working. It's not going down.
You're like, what's his name? The NFL scout for ESPN. What's his name? He's always like, oh, I got my
Yeah, he's got like 2 cell phones, right?
Adam Scheffler. He's like, oh, hang on. He'll be like on Sports, and he's like, hang on, I got this phone call. Breaking news: the Jets just got Bell, Le'Veon Bell. Like first, that's you. I love it. I love it. No, 24/7 trades. 24/7.
I'm gonna say this. You know how people have like a bucket list?
Mm-hmm.
My bucket list is to have one source. I want a source in baseball that I can call and ask them questions, even if it's like a I don't know, a janitor, someone. I'm like, hey, did you see this? He was limping. He was limping on what foot, and how long was he limping for? I don't know. He limped. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I
I'm
saw him
gonna have
drink
that.
extra Gatorade today. I think he's
Yeah.
dehydrated.
He was in the shitter for an extra 5 minutes.
Very nice.
Oh well.
All right, so we'll move on to this week's matchups. We'll start off with Scotty versus Chris. As of now, a 5-5 tie. I think we kind of mentioned it last week. Very even match teams. Like we said, if they played 10 times, they probably would do what they did. It was big Scotty last week, and then this week it was a tie. And so I think if they evenly match up, I know Chris took 4, uh, 3 offensive categories, and Scott took 3 in the pitching side. Um, but yeah, I think Scotty's pitching his Ks were low, and his quality starts. He only had 36 innings recorded this week, where Chris had 52. But yeah, pretty
Yeah,
even match.
I agree. It was a close matchup. Could have gone 6-4. I think, and either team, either way. If one thing swung one way or the other, but looking at the only thing I saw in that was I think you brought up Scotty's low innings pitched, 36 innings pitched. I think that was the lowest for the week for anybody. And he still had a good, he won ERA and he won WHIP, but he did lose Ks and he lost the quality starts. So he's got 4 starting pitchers, I think, and they're good. They're really good.
Noah
For
got his second quality start of the season, so hopefully that'll be something. Hopefully he'll be turning around. So he's been struggling the last couple of weeks.
He has been struggling for sure. So we'll see. Definitely Scotty's got a plan when you play him. I guess if you started off really good with him and you can get Ks and WHIP and ERA, you can probably sit the rest of your guys with only 4 starting pitchers. I mean, the most he's going to get is 8 quality starts in a week if everyone did a 2-step. But yeah, we'll see. It
Yeah,
was a
once
good
he gets
matchup.
Noah back, and if Noah gets going, and Scotty with his buttload of money and whatever, he would definitely make that pitching staff really dangerous, which we already thought was pretty dangerous going into the start of the season.
Yeah, great.
All right, me versus Drew. Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm hurting. That was expecting it at all. Drew just pounded me.
Did he use
Yeah,
lube?
little, because I was a Sox fan. That was the
Oh,
only
I
reason why
see.
he said
That was the only
he
reason.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. The opposite of the North Side thing. But
Yeah, we
yeah,
just we just use blood.
in old style, I heard.
Yeah.
But Drew, uh, homers. I was down 2. I killed him in RBIs, 42-22. All right. Um, and then stolen bases. He had 11 to my 4. So it'll be interesting when him and Max play if they're going to get a stolen base shootout there. Um, Pitching, uh, my one closer only got 1 save. He got 4. K's K's were surprisingly welcome back. Surprisingly, K's were pretty close, even though he had 11 more innings pitched than me. I only lost. He only beat me by 5. ERA wasn't that far off, and WHIP at one point was before Cross got lit up tonight in the 6th inning was actually tied 105, and he had the decimal spot, and then did have a quality start, so we would tie that, but that went away. So yeah, all Drew.
Yeah. Hey, the one thing I was gonna say on that one. Sorry, I had to run away. The doing this in the basement. The washer was on uneven load and was making the weirdest noise. I thought it was gonna explode, and so I had to go see what was going on. But it was uneven load.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was wondering where you were going.
Sorry. But the 42 RBIs, buddy. I mean, it's something to build on. Only 5 home runs, so that's your guys were hitting. You guys just no one. They had people in front of them. They were hitting them. So and you're pitching. I mean, you got your 64 Ks out of your 66 innings pitched. Not bad. You're really close to a mini ERA. Quality start was 1 off. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so hopefully I'll have better luck next week.
Yeah.
All right, Sean and Ken. Hopefully there was a lunch bet involved. There usually is. I didn't know. I didn't hear anything. Thought Sean would be talking a little smack, but I did say it was going to be Sean big, and he's up 9-1 right now. Runs were close. Home runs were close. Both those were close. RBIs were close. Stolen bases. So it could have gone the other way offensively, other than OBP. Sean was up pretty big. Ken's pitching, 0 quality starts, 32 innings pitched, ERA of 7.32. Sean had a 4, so I guess it wasn't great, but going against Ken didn't Ken didn't make it very hard for him, and then
No, he did not make it hard for him at all.
0 quality starts. ERA of 7.
I mean,
That's just handing it over to him.
yeah, Sean. I mean, I don't want to. I feel like Sean got lucky this week. I mean, he kind of did. I mean, the ERA and that WHIP. I think he could have lost most of every other week to somebody else. And I mean, I wrote down 35 RBIs each, but I guess Sean just got an RBI somewhere from somebody. So 36 RBIs and 35 RBIs, just bad. And then on top of it, Sean had 12 home runs. So it's just, I mean, that's telling you guys just smacking solo home runs because of the juice ball era. But I will say, wow, I mean, a 405 OBP, that's high. I mean, my team sucks with OBP, and seeing a 405 is huge. So it's good. And 81 strikeouts to the 80 innings pitched. He had a couple 2-starters. So, it's there. I just, a week like that, against pretty much, almost anybody else besides maybe like Niz or Memo, he would have been like a 5.5 or maybe even like a 4.5, something like that.
Yeah, offense could, like you said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those could have gone either way. So, yeah, but Sean had a good week. Really didn't get, pitching wise, Ken didn't really put up any fight there. So that was good for Sean.
Yeah.
What do you got there, buddy?
I got a beer. Beer of the week. Should we do it just now? Just throw it in there. I'm just drinking it. Might as well, right?
Might as well.
Farm Island Brewing Company. It's a organic Saison IPA. I wanted to feel a little summery today. The snow that was here yesterday kind of pissed me the fuck off. So I cut the grass, and we were at Trader Joe's, and it sounded good. It's blue. I like blue, and there's a giant hop on it. Pretty cool, I thought. That'd be a kind of cool tattoo, I thought. Yeah. Maybe get it right here,
All right, there you go.
But Farm Island Brewing from ME. What's ME? Michigan or Maine? Maine? ME?
Maybe it is Michigan. I don't know.
We sound pretty stupid right now. There's probably like everyone else in the league is probably yelling at this thing saying "dumbass." Fine with me. I don't give a shit. You can call me a dumbass. Should we?
Whatever.
I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to Google it. I'm going to say it's Michigan. Why not?
You're going Michigan. Perfect.
We're going Michigan. You know what? If we're wrong, you can text me and tell me you're wrong.
Text me too.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, next one, Sean. Good job.
Mm-hmm. I hope you got a nice lunch out of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got a lunch out of it.
Yeah, I hope you got a lunch out of it.
All right, Dave and PJ, the battle of Rosé and IPA, and it was a tie. Last week was all PJ. This week a tie. Dave's offense pretty solid. Took 4 out of 5. Homers were close. He lost by 1. RBIs was by 4. PJ no stolen bases. Dave 4. And then pitching was PJ. Dave with no saves. 34 innings. PJ had 69. So another high week inning wise for PJ. 77 K. So good K ratio there.
Mm-hmm.
And then WHIP took WHIP, and then quality starts 4-5. So Dave got quality starts from his guys. Got 4 out and 34 innings. So he got the quality starts that he wanted. So
yeah, looking at the last match we just talked about, Ken and Sean, and 35 RBIs between both of them. Ho hum, pretty much. I don't want to say ho hum. Sean had a great, OBP. It wasn't a bad week, but look at it. These two guys, Dave and PJ, dude, they just went bonkers. I mean, like 15, 14 home runs. PJ a little bit lighter on the runs, but 46 for Dave, 14 home runs, 44 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, almost a 393 OBP, and PJ 382 is good, 40 RBIs. It was and the 238 at bats for Dave, 230 for PJ. It's a ton of at bats. Yeah. Now you go to the pitching side of things, and Dave did it with the quality, and PJ kind of I mean, both of them were good. Don't get me wrong, Dave didn't have any saves, but a 2.65 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. Good job. These are the two big boys stepping up and playing each other.
Yeah, great
I
matchup.
wouldn't. I would feel very happy to walk out of this one 5-5.
Yeah, a nice comeback from Dave from last week.
Yeah, he took his little penis out and slapped it around. I don't know, whatever.
Then he got insulted by Rose being taunted in his face. It's like, I was going to give you some IPA.
Stout, maybe.
Yes, a stout, nice lager. We're going to go on to. You have anything else to add?
No, move on.
Okay. We'll go on to what everyone really came for. You and Max's matchup. A tie this week for you guys.
Yeah,
Max
unless Bradley
Max
does something today.
Max taking the offensive side. Home runs were close. OBP was could have went either way. You sold that, but 0 stolen bases from you this week.
After I had 10 last week, last week, and 8 before.
That was like week 1. I had 11. I know it was a little longer, but then the next week I had like 3. I'm like, I was expecting at least 5 maybe that week, but stolen base is crazy. Innings pitched crazy, 70 for both of you. You took saves, you took Ks, then his ERA was just as bad, was horrible. Yours was a little higher, but 3.34 not bad, and 1.11 WHIP, a little high for you, but
it is a little high. I was a little mad about that.
6 quality starts, 5 for him. That's you guys.
That's close.
Yeah, that's your guys getting the quality start. So
I did sit somebody. I don't know why. Well, I do know why I did it, but I sat Matt Strom against Washington, and the reason I sat him is because I called up Carter Kieboom, and I thought he was going to hit a home run off of him. He ended up hitting a home run, but not off of Matt Strom. He hit him off the reliever, which what's the name predicted in the day before podcast on Pitcher List. Did you hear that?
He said both of them were going to do it, but
he said both of them would do it. But he actually said who Kieboom was going to hit the home run off of in what inning.
Did he?
Yeah, he said in the 6th inning, the reliever dude, whatever his name is going to come in and Kieboom will hit a home run off him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I know he said it. I don't remember him saying it, but I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, but this matchup killed me, man. I was fighting for it. I know I said 6-4 going into it. Max's team just showed up. I mean, showed up huge. 16 home runs. I had 15 home runs. I know my RBIs were good, average, maybe a little bit above average, but 37 runs, 37 RBIs, 15 home runs. I thought I could. I mean, I think I would either tie or beat everybody with 15 home runs, and I lost. So, fuck that. Both of us in stolen bases. Like I said, I had 11 last week. I think Max hasn't had lower than 6 in a week. He had 2. I guess you got to get on base to steal a base, as Scotty would say.
Yes, very wise.
Very wise man. He's a very wise man. I don't know where he gets that shit from, but man, you have to steal the base, you got to get on base. That's
that's deep.
He did say it earlier to me, and I laughed. Yeah, but I had some help with some of the newer guys I've picked up, and Max had a bunch of his guys go off. Odor hit a home run, which fucking Odor. Bellinger kept hot. Puig hit a home run for him. Mondesi was pretty good. Didn't steal any bases for him. Yeah, all in all, it was pretty good. I don't know what Max is going to do with his pitching staff. His ERA is just dreadful every week in and week out. I think, his relievers got lit up both yesterday and today too. So, but what are you going to do?
That's the same thing. I think it's been 2 weeks in a row for Max that his relievers have been getting blown up, and I don't know. That's going to hurt him. That was supposed to be what was going to help him. His ERA and WHIP was having his relievers, but they haven't been performing too well.
No.
So. And then last matchup, we're going to try to do is our guess guest manager of the week was going to be Niz, but time wise didn't match up with us. So Niz and Memo, we were going to have Niz comment on his matchup this week. Him and Memo, 5-5 tie. Memo winning offense, but very similar to like other matchups. Could have gone another easy the other way or split runs. He beat him by 4 homers. He beat him by 1 RBIs. Missed 1 by 4 stolen bases, 3-2. So it could have, Miz could have easily taken stole 1 or 2 categories there. Starting pitching, Memo again losing pitching, losing the pitching categories to Niz. No saves for Memo. Only 44 innings. ERA and WHIP weren't horrible. 386, but for him, that's not what you're expecting. I know he got a good start out of Sale and Serger, but only 4 quality starts for Memo, and Miz beat him in that. So,
Like, the only thing I got to say is I look at Memo's pitching staff, and it was my pitching staff for the last 2 years. And the one thing I thought is that ERA and WHIP, I would win maybe 50% of the time, right? Last 2 years. And I know I would win Ks, and I was going to win quality starts or wins. Wins or quality starts. Those are mine, I thought. And every week was the same thing. I would have like 1 or 2 saves because I had a couple save guys. I'd be blowing people out of the water in Ks. ERA WHIP, I'd win it maybe 4 out of 10 times in whatever those are. Quality starts or wins back then, and I was tying or I wasn't winning that much. I'm like, it's just not working. It's the volatility of pitching is crazy. It just really is crazy. And you can see it. Like the proof is in the pudding. You look at my team the last 2 years. You look at Memo's team this year, and Memo's team is far more stacked than my team was the last 2 years. But it's also not very even. Like if 1 or 2 of his guys get lit up, he's gonna be fighting back from like a 4 ERA and like a 0.2 WHIP or whatever it is, and that's what's been going on the whole time for him. And I do think that they're turning around the corner and they are getting a little bit better, but they're not. It's a struggle. You can't win. I'm not saying you can't win, but I mean, myself doing it for 2 years and now Memo doing it this year, and it's not looking to be a good start to it. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that can be done. I think you would have to have a little bit different of a strategy for it. But I don't know. Good luck to him, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tough try to find that ratio. Like you want to get those starting pitchers so you can get those Ks, but now get those Ks. But quality starts, I feel like you can kind of get those anywhere now. You have better odds of getting quality starts compared to wins, at least compared to wins.
I spent at the draft. I spent a combined $12 on my starting pitching staff. $12, maybe less. I think it was like maybe less. And so far, my pitching staff has been better than his pitching staff. And yes, I know that whatever that if you did that 100 times over, I'm not going to win. That's not going to happen. I'm just saying that you don't have to spend $100 or $300 on a pitching staff and to win. You can spend somewhere in the middle. You don't have to spend $100. It doesn't always work. I mean, granted, he should have weeks where he has 100 Ks and ERA, in the ones, and WHIP, under 1 with like 9 to 10 quality starts. But so far, it's not going that way. And with no saves on your team, you're literally punching a category. So no matter what, going into the week, the best you can do is 9-0. The best.
Yep. Well, I was looking at the.
I mean,
and go ahead.
I was just saying within the I don't know. You look at this matchup, and I feel like it could have been a little bit better. Not to say Vlad Jr. didn't hit a home run, but
where was he?
It wasn't on Niz's team.
No, still down in Niz's AAA.
Yeah.
No.
Niz is worse than the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, Niz don't want to bring him up. I thought he'd be flying him up first class, but guess not.
No, we We were gonna have Niz on, like you were saying, for his matchup, and again, with time, probably didn't work out. But kind of a guest topic of the week. Kind of talking over you. Sorry about that, buddy. But talking about bringing up AAA players, pros and cons, wait or not. Thought maybe we could dive into it just a little bit. Kind of get your thoughts, my thoughts on it. There's been a couple players that have been called up, recently in Major League Baseball that, you kind of see that trend's going a little bit more toward calling up the younger guys. And, maybe 26, 28, 29, where, that was the prime years of everyone's career is maybe maybe it's like 21, 22, 23. And you got players like Vlad, who's even younger than that. And Soto last year. And then you got like other players that I don't want to talk about other people's teams, but I mean, I'll talk about my team, Carter Kieboom and Cole Tucker, I brought them up, or even Pete Alonso. I mean, he got called up. I ain't going to keep him down. I mean, look what he's been mashing. So I'm definitely on the side of calling them up as soon as they come up. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to watch. It's crazy. I was telling you, I was in the grocery store probably for 2 hours. I literally watched every at bat that Carter Kieboom had. Why not? It was fun. It was great, and he hit a home run.
Look at Toronto. Why wouldn't they? They're not playing anything. Why would you not bring up your AAA guys? Bring them all up. They have so many of those guys. San Diego, bring up the shortstop. Why not? You're not in it. You've got Manny Machado. You might as well bring up those guys. I think the sport needs young guys. Get them out there. But I know a lot of teams want to keep them until that magic date so they can get that extra year of control on them. But I think other than that, from that side of the aspect. But for fantasy, I think it's great to bring up those young guys. Bring them up, let them play, see what you got. This league, I feel like it's those AAA players carry a lot of value.
Yeah, I mean, I will say you can look on one side of things like Eloy Jimenez, for example. Like Memo has not brought him up, right? And he's not been really that good. And he's also now on the IL, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know why he was on the bereavement list. Do you know why?
Cousin or someone passed away.
Yeah, and I heard that was it his cousin? I heard like two different things, but I heard that also he wasn't taking it very well. And I know he's young, but he's not really from around here. He doesn't, he's definitely not from around here. But he's young and he's having a lot of he's developing on the go, if you will. Maybe it would have been better for him to stay down in the minors for a little bit more, but he was crushing it. I mean, the dude was mashing. He shouldn't have been down there. I think these guys are just young and need to, it's the maturity level of things. So,
I think like you said, he was mashing down there. So is he going to get any better playing down in AAA? Yeah, he'll get some at bats and stuff like that. But I'd rather him come up, struggle, and get better. Like look at Mike Trout. He came up, struggled horribly, went back down, fixed some things, came back, and now he's the best baseball player in the game. So I think that's the only way you're going to get better for these guys. I know it might be an ego, for them, probably the first time for them to actually struggle in their whole career. But I think that's the only way they're going to get better, and I think it's good to get them up.
I mean, this spent $100 on Vlad, right? Did that happen, right?
Yes.
So you spent $100 on a guy, and you don't want to bring him up. I don't want to play this guy. I know Niz is in here to defend himself, and he told me to go easy on him. But, I mean, $100, I'm not going to play him. And from what I've texted him or talked to him about, it sounds like he's more willing to sell him for guys toward the end of the playoffs or before they get to the playoffs, so he could have those guys instead of Vlad, which makes no fucking sense. So I'm going to spend $100 on the guy and then not play him and then sell him off for 4 or 5 guys or 2 guys or 1 guy or whatever so I can get the playoffs. I mean, I understand flags fly forever, but that just sounds like a piss poor way to manage.
You could have spent $100. Why not spend $100 for the draft?
Yeah.
Instead.
You can. You could have got Memo.
Could've had
You could have
two
got
of
half
those
of
guys.
Memo's pitching staff.
Yes. I'm sorry, Niz. No, we love you.
Sorry, Niz.
Big
Sorry,
crew.
Memo.
Love you. Sorry, Memo.
Anyways, that's a good segue though into to
Let's
Maddie.
go.
Ready?
Yes, let's go. Get in
So
the
this
box.
is what I finally got it. I got it all. It's called "Let's Go Get in the Box," and this is an homage. I think is the right way to say it for pitchers. When you got hitters just standing around, dancing around, get in the box, get out of the box, get in the box, get in the box, whatever. I mean, this is why we got a pitch clock now that it's coming up through the minors. But so grind my gears. That's gone. I figured it out. So starting next week, it's going to be called "Let's Go Get in the Box." Basically, this is what pisses me off, and I get to talk about something then. But all right, ready? Let's go. Get in the box. So people that tell other people what to do, people that use like social media outlets and talk about other teams,
like you, kind of like what you're doing.
That was that was the whole joke behind it. But yes, you were supposed to wait to the end to say that.
Oh.
I was even gonna say there's no one like this in our league.
No.
But I think I'm poking a little fun of myself on this. I don't want to be the one that's telling other people what to do, and I hate it that other people do tell people kind of what to do and say you shouldn't have this, you shouldn't have this, and I think it's kind of gone away, over the years. But there's a lot of other like websites and other things like that. I feel that just tell other people like you should be playing. You got to play our way of it, or it's not the right way. Maybe that's not really what it is. Maybe I was trying to make fun of myself a little bit on this one. But I don't want it to be that I'm trying to tell people what to do. I see it as one way, and do whatever you want, play the game. It's fun. This is supposed to be a fun game, and I don't want to ever get in the way of that. But the other one, the real one, is what I was going to say is we need a little more smack talk going on. What do you think? You agree with me on this?
Absolutely.
I feel like it's gone. Like
I hope these guest people want to come on and just say, "I'm going to pound this team I match up this week." They suck. Maddie's an idiot.
Yes.
I want. That's what I want. Well,
but I mean,
I'm calling you an idiot, but I want them saying their opponents stinks, their pitching staff stinks, whatever. Come out, be the guest, and talk smack to your opponent that week.
Yeah, it's gone. Like sometimes I'm looking on the message board in the league, and I'm like, I hear crickets. It's like chirping. It's like, is our league alive? Or does anybody even like play anymore for fun? I mean, fuck it. Say something about somebody. It's all for smack talk. I mean, I talk smack about. I mean, I think me and Scott talk smack almost every day. That was a good one. He told me today. He asked me why I played Garrett Hampson. I said because I needed stolen bases. You know what he told me?
No. What did
he goes, to get stolen bases, you actually. Oh, we talked about this earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyways, to get stolen bases, you need to be on base.
It's that green beer you drink there, or the blue beer.
When you have like 4, it kind of gets to you.
You were feeling good on Friday night, that's for sure.
Yes. I should take a shot. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Every time we do a segment, if I took a shot, let's see how far I can get to the next segment.
But I love your get in the box.
You get in the box, but hey, anyways, truthfully, besides the shot that I'm supposed to take, you want to see this? Oh, I got something for you. But more smack talk, league.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna ask for a trade or you guys to start trading more of that bullshit. Just smack talk. I mean, we got a good matchups next week. I know there's there's good matchups next week. Me and Niz. Oh, me and Niz are gonna go to a bar and talk smack talk. I know he said that, so maybe someone can join us for that. But more smack talking.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. So,
and then I'm doing a little toast to my my corner. This is a shot out of a shotgun shell.
Very cool. How was it?
It was that's good. A shot.
Nice. Good.
So move on to next week's matchups.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start off with Max and Sean. I think it's a very close matchup. Both teams. I do like Sean's pitching over Max's. I'm going with Sean 6-4.
I'm gonna go Max stays hot and 7-3 Max. I think his home runs. He's coming around with some of those home runs.
I don't see a lot of smack talk from those two.
No, not at all. One, well, I just beg one of you to say something about the other person, even if it's like something really silly.
Yeah, shoot. We saw Chris throw a little smack talk, or by changing his name 2 weeks ago. So if Chris can do it, anyone in the fucking league can do it. That's what I'm saying. Love Chris too. All right. Next matchup, Dave versus Drew. Dave's pitching is looking good with Kershaw, Wheeler, and Strome. I like Dave in a 7-3.
I'm gonna go on a limb on this one. I'm gonna go a little crazy. You said 7-3 to Dave, right? I was looking at Dave's pitching. I like it a lot. Coming up, anyways. I'm gonna go 9-1, Dave. 9-1, Dave.
Okay, writing that down.
Drew's got like hitting. He's got no bench. And I was looking at his team, kind of this matchup, and I was like, I don't know, 9-1. Throw it down. Throw it down.
All right, got it down. Here's one where we can get some smack talk, I hope. Scotty and Ken. And I haven't checked.
Name game. We need to pick Scott's name.
I haven't checked the site, so I don't know if he's changed it or not.
I haven't either. I'm not going to check anything. But we need name game.
Yes. I think he should go with the golden shower. Like
golden shower.
You know, the table shower. Not of the table or table shower. We're asking Scott not to change his team name until we post this.
Yes, Scotty, if this is a request from us, if you could not post, at least do it to Monday or maybe like midnight or after we post this. I was going to say like Asian balls or I'm always late or disrespectful Asian guy. None of those work really though. This is all joking. I'm being funny, I hope. We were talking trash. What's a good one? We got to think of a good one. What did you say? What was yours? Golden shower?
Yeah, the table shower, hard nipples, no shirt.
How about like I'm gonna watch a movie on the ceiling because no, I'm just kidding.
Pink champagne.
Pink champagne.
Yeah, he brought pink champagne in to see Lion King.
Oh yeah,
you can do Zima or. Yeah, Scott's got a lot of
Zima's a good one. I like that. Man, we're really bad at guessing the name. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think it's more talking smack this Ken.
Yeah,
but
really.
For the matchup, the thing's gonna be kind of a close matchup, but I'm
sweaty Asian. Got it. Sweaty Asian. That's what it should be. Sweaty Asian. I'm asking.
He was sweating yesterday out in the snow. I bet. I think it's going to be close category-wise, but I think the score is not going to be close. I'm going Scott 8-2.
I'm going Scott 10-zip.
All right.
Write that down.
I did. I got it right here. You can't read it, but it's there. All right. Next, Memo and PJ. Probably not going to be any smack talk. I
just sent that text to Scott, and I can't read it. We do this every.
I can't read it.
Yeah, it's a sweaty Asian is what I asked him for.
All right, let's hope he takes one of his suggestions. But Scott's been really good with these names. So
he has. Chris Cost was really good last week. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. Memo and PJ probably another matchup where there won't be any smack talk, or Memo will have some very discreet smack talk.
That no one will understand or no one will get. And,
yes.
Yeah. I see more smack talk coming out of Sean and Max than I do PJ and Memo.
And that's zero we thought would come out of any of those. So I think it's similar, but I like PJ 7-3.
Yeah. I talked about Memo's team, I think, hitting up a little bit, and I did see that he's got a couple of double dippers, or one, I think, at least. So I'm gonna go 5-5.
5-5. All right. I got Chris. I'll talk smack. He probably won't. And it's weird. I like when Chris does it because it's so sarcastic and it's so well done. You know,
It reminds me a
I
little
never
bit
during
of
softball.
when Chris talks smack at times, it reminds me a little bit of like a Jim Gaffigan. It's just kind of it's a little out there.
I like it. Even though I'm talking, I guess originally I had him beating me, but if I'm gonna talk smack, I can't have him picking picking myself to lose. I had it at 7-3, but I'm gonna go shoot for the tie, or
5-5.
I'm gonna win. Yeah, 5-5.
You can't win a tie.
So I'm gonna go myself 6-4.
Why did you go like 6 or 5-4?
Whatever, 5-4.
I was looking at it. I think I'm gonna go Chris 7-2. Sorry, buddy.
No problem.
No.
All right, you versus Niz. This is probably where the smack talk is. It's gonna be a lot of texting between you.
Oh, there's gonna be like there's smack talk, and then there's like, whoa, there's a lot of smack talk. Then there's like
you me matchup, like that kind of smack talk.
I think I might even try to wrestle him at some point this week, if it's nice enough outside. Just to say, fuck it. All I want to know is like, there's a picture, his avatar. Is it just someone laying on a fucking couch? These people and their avatars, I know you can't get as creative as I can and do baseball bats with different ratings on them, but goddamn, update that shit. It's like a picture of someone sleeping on a couch. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I hope it's not like someone. Isn't it someone just sleeping on a couch?
I don't know.
I think it's Dave sleeping on a couch. I get it now. I did offend him. It's his boyfriend sleeping on a couch. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense.
He gave Dave the daybreak drug, and that's what he did with them.
So, Niz and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but he has a shitty team. I don't. He has like guys on the DL, well, in Yahoo DL, IL.
Yes.
My guys are coming off the IL. I can play anybody I want. I have Carter Keyboom on my team. He doesn't. Niz will not start his players because he thinks they're better just sitting on his AAA spot. And Devers is doing really good for you. He's not. Niz also thinks that he has the best pitching staff. This is quote unquote what he told me earlier today. Actually, I will read it verbatim. I've been thinking about it. Just don't think it's a value to the same. It's about our trade, but I love my closers, and I think I have the best pitching staff. He didn't say it. I have one of the best pitching staffs overall. To break that up, I would need something huge like your cock. I mean, something else. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna go myself 6-4.
That's what I got. I have the same thing. I think offense is gonna be close, but I think your pitching is gonna give him the impaler, and I think you're gonna win 6-4.
I think I rambled too much. What do you think?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Cocktails this week, so.
I was trying for it. I think we're definitely longer than shit on this one. I think we're like an hour.
I don't think it's that. I think it's like 45. But much better than last week. I think we weren't having Jill yelling at us, and you were.
Well, I was yelling. It was me. It was.
And you're drunk. You're a little buzzed this week, so I think.
Yes. Going back to me getting buzzed is better.
Or maybe it was Niz who brought us down. I don't know. We joke. We loved having Niz.
We did.
We absolutely. Please come back again, Niz. I know tonight didn't work out, but next week, in honor of Cinco de Mayo, we will be having Tommy Mansky, Sean Oskey as the guest next week. I hope he's wearing a sombrero, and I hope he's ready to come out firing.
How much Hispanic is he?
101%.
He's 101% Hispanic.
Yes.
How much Spanish does he know?
I don't know. I think it's very small, but you know, you got it. Yes, but it was enough to get him some scholarship money, so it was enough.
Did we have to pay him to come on next week?
Yes, we got to give him pesos.
Like 2 pesos?
One each. One of us each.
Sweet. All right. Closing remarks, buddy. What do you got?
Hey, we challenged everyone. Let's have some smack talk from anyone. And we know Sean's coming on next week, but anyone else would like to get in another week, let us know, and we'd love to have you on and go from there. So all I got. How about you?
I agree. Looking forward to Sean next week, and anybody else that wants to come on with us. Greatly appreciate it. This has been a great time so far, and we're going to continue this. And anybody that watches this, I mean, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Seriously.
It's fun.
Thank you for not having things to do.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for having nothing to do to watch us talk about this league for 45 minutes, because that is just fantastic.
Yes.
And that's all. I again, and going back to my get in the box type of thing, I talk smack about everybody, and it's just for fun. Everyone just, it's a game, and continue enjoying it. I love fantasy baseball and baseball in general. So
absolutely. So until next week, you stay classy, Chicago baseball.
See you later.
Later.